Hello! So I'm kind of filming a little impromptu video because Mermaid has been at the back of my mind. I've been like slowly thinking about what I wanted to do for Mermaid, and then it crept up on me so fast. I just thought it would be really cute to like base them off of things like goldfish or betta fish and just like small little fish. And I don't know, I just thought it would be fun to design a little goldfish mermaid. We've got some gold colors. Here we're gonna draw a little goldfish. Well, that kind of looks like a little goldfish cracker. So it looks like there are a few different kinds of goldfish, but I was just kind of thinking like as classic as possible, at least from my childhood of having like a little goldfish. Let's just kind of start sketching like a little mermaid. And I don't know, I feel like there are a few different things that you can do with mermaids specifically. Like you can really lean into like an aquatic fantasy looking creature with mermaids, or you can make them look very, very human, just with fins, you know? You could do, like there's a lot of different things that you can do with mermaids, and I just think that that's kind of fun, that they're so fun to play around with. So with a lot of these fish pictures that I have, it made me wonder if I give her very large black eyes, kind of like a lot of these goldfish have, and then have that like lighter rim around. I don't know, like let's play around with that. And then I'm thinking about, because she's got her scales, I kind of did spots just kind of automatically because I've been doing all those spots on those butterfly fairies, but scales, we're gonna do scales. And then I always wonder if I should put hair on my mermaids. And I mean, obviously you could do whatever you want, but like do we do fins? Do we do hair? Like would they have eyebrows? Like it's just an interesting thing to think about. Like would it be like more fins? I don't know. With goldfish specifically, my brain is thinking about how a lot of kids, like that's their first pet is a goldfish. And so I've like associated them with being very like friendly. I don't know if that makes any sense. So that's kind of like I do want her to like look friendly and approachable, and that I don't know, I'm not sure how much I want that to play into the design. Let's see. I mean, it might be interesting if they have hair and fins. I don't know. I wonder if she has like a fin but also has like mermaid hair, because mermaid hair is so fun to draw. It's hard to think about not drawing it. But if she has like a fin down the middle and hair, and then I usually draw mermaid ears because I love pointed ears. I usually draw them so that they're pointed but they're like split and they've got fins. That's usually the way that I kind of like to, so I can still have my pointed ears that I can't ditch, but it can still be kind of tuned into be more mermaid-y. So we've got a very messy sketch kind of going on here. I wonder, I'm trying to decide if I should shorten her tail a little bit to kind of more match goldfish, or I leave it kind of long. I tend to like to draw longer tails because then you can like twist and coil them, and I just think it's visually interesting. Let me kind of do a second sketch over this one just to kind of clean it up just a touch. Try and incorporate that fin in here. And try and add a little bit of more of a goldfish tail, because it looks like they've got, because sometimes when I draw tails, I'll like split it off into two sections, and goldfish tail look like they're a little bit thicker at the base, and it kind of comes out in one section. Sorry, I had to answer a phone call. I don't know if I cut myself off, but I don't remember if I was saying anything. If I was, then... Oh, I was talking about these tails. Okay, so, okay. So, I kind of mean that they have the fishtail look, but it's like, I don't know, more like this rather than like this. So, I'm gonna try and incorporate that if I can. And I do kind of want to put some fins like on the side of her arm and in places like that. And lots of scales. And I don't know if I should give her like a cute top or a seashell bra or just scales. So that's something that we'll also think about. Yeah, so we'll think about that. I'm kind of thinking against the seashell bra for her specifically because I don't think that really screams goldfish. I kind of want to do scales instead. But let's kind of think about colors. This is still a pretty rough sketch, but I think it's enough that we can think about maybe colors for her. And I do kind of want to really lean into this warm golden kind of a color palette. So I'm just gonna fill her in a little bit, realizing that I kind of just picked goldfish cracker color. So I'm thinking, because a lot of these goldfish have kind of a gradient from like a deep orange to like a lighter paler yellow, and part of that might be dramatized by the shine from the light or whatever, but I really like that look. I think it looks really cool, and I kind of want to try and emulate that. So let's see if we kind of start off with kind of more toward the top being like a deeper orange, and just anywhere, like if you were standing in the sun, the places that would get sunburned, that's kind of where I'm thinking I'm gonna put the darker orange. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like on the top of her shoulders and maybe like the tip of her nose, the tip of her ears. Like it's not a sunburn, but that's kind of, I feel like a good way to describe where I'm going to put like the darker colors. And then also kind of on the tip of her tail, getting a little bit lighter as you go up. And then her base color underneath that darker orange, we can make it like a paler yellow. And then I did say that with her eyes, I was thinking, and I'm just gonna go on top of that. I'm being kind of messy. I'm not making very clean decisions, but I wanted to make a mermaid, and I wanted to just kind of do a fun sketch. Let's see. So let's do yellow for her eyes. Something like that, I think. Oh, and then I totally spaced it. Her hair. We should do something with her hair. I wonder if we kind of mimic in her hair kind of what we did with the fins. And so kind of do a little bit of an ombre thing. Have it darker at the root and then kind of lighter at the ends. Also, I've totally spaced her like eyebrow fins. We should color those in really fast. And this is kind of basically what I'm thinking for her. I think that I kind of like this approach. I might, what am I talking about? Of course I'm going to. I think I'm going to add a few like little sparklies just to kind of make her scales look really, sparkly. And, oh, that's the other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to color in her scales, at least the ones that we kind of see. So I'm just going to go in with just like a blending brush, like this medium blend, and just kind of hit the ones that we can see to just kind of help pull along the idea that she has scales, and add a few little spots and just kind of further that scale look. And I might even go in reverse a little bit and put some of these lighter spots up here. Give an illusion of scales, because we don't need to draw in every scale. And then do that same thing just with the other scales that we just kind of sketched in really fast, and kind of do the reverse in like these darker areas and kind of add some of the lighter color. And I think that's pretty good to kind of get an idea of what we want our little goldfish girl to look like. I want to draw her again and kind of solidify some of these ideas, so let's do that now. Alright, so I extended my canvas just a little bit to give us a little bit more room. And I thought I'd draw just maybe a little portrait in the corner. Also, I forgot to say earlier, I did take the line art layers and change them to a hard light layer just to soften the color a little bit. And like the really messy sketches, I put on an overlay with a lower opacity, just to kind of keep them there, but like fade them out a little bit. I wonder if we put just a little more highlights, maybe just right on her forehead. And then I thought it would be kind of fun to go ahead and draw one final one, just kind of in this empty space right here. Maybe zoom it out just a little bit more to kind of get like a overall picture of our little goldfish that we made. I think I'm gonna have like her head up here and her tail down here. You know, basically, I guess she's not going to be upside down. I don't know why I told you that, but kind of thinking of a pose. Nothing like too crazy because we're kind of just focused on having a cute design, but okay, I think I kind of have an idea. I'm having second thoughts about her hair. It's so fun and long, and I'm not going to change those other two, but I was wondering if maybe, I don't know, like, let's try it. Let me just do it. Giving her like maybe a little bob. Because, okay, mermaids with long hair makes so much sense because it's so fun to draw and see, but something about her character is screaming a cute little bob. I don't know, let's try. I can always draw longer hair in, and also hair grows back out, so maybe she just cut her hair, and if she doesn't like it, she can grow it out. Alright, so I'm gonna color her now. I keep like zoning out completely and just like focusing on the coloring or the art, and I keep having to like refocus and be like, oh wait, I need to like talk. But I might go back in and add a few strands with the shale brush. And the fins. Ooh, low battery. That's okay, we're getting close. Fade that out a little. And then we're gonna just do a few of the details, like in her eyes. I'm going to, oh, I forgot the fins in her ears. All right, that's kind of more like what I was thinking. And then we also need to add some of the white in the hair, because it has that fading look ever so slightly. Yeah, I might blur it a little bit because I don't want it to be too intense. And now we're gonna do some of the detailing, mostly in the face, I feel like is where most of it is. And a little highlight. And some of these scales. I'm using way too many layers. I don't need this many layers. Just above everything with what brush? Ah, yes, the Evolve brush. Maybe add a few sparkles. We've really got low battery now. We gotta crunch. I mean, I could just plug it in, but I mean, why would I go plug it in? I could just draw faster, right? All right, so I think that is where we're gonna stop. I think she's really cute. I do like the idea of her having like a bob, like she saw it, she like, I don't know, in a magazine that had been discarded or something, and she was flipping through and just like fascinated with like the human element of a magazine, and she saw some cute hairstyles in there, and so she thought she'd try like a little bob on herself. I don't know, it's just like a cute little idea that I thought of. I like both the long and the short hair. I still can't decide. So I don't know, should I call her, maybe this is too on the nose, but do I call her Goldie? I don't know. Is that because she's a goldfish, so that might be like way too on the nose, but it's also kind of cute. I don't know. I'm really excited for MerMay. I'm really excited for MerMay. I don't know how much I'm gonna do, how little I'm gonna do. I don't know, we'll see. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.